I'm sorry, I had my mic muted. I'm sorry. Okay, so I got promoted. I'm now a paramedic. I need to change my radio handle as well. I need to take off the junior. Turn on, turn off. Did it save? It saved. I'm not logging in. I'm not clocking in just yet. They have a contest going on. Let's see if I put 3 on. Would that? Yeah, I think 3 works better for this. Yep. All right, so this is my new color. I'm blue now. They have a contest going on for best superhero costume. So I thought with the blonde hair, the long blonde hair, Supergirl would be and plus it's in the media, would be a definite try. But I looked last night, and this was about the best top I could find. And it is a top I can use, but I figured today I could look through some of the other ones. I was up there. But I'm looking for something that covers the arms, maybe to around here, and then maybe to the midsection there. I have not found anything, but I didn't get through. I timed out yesterday. See, like, this could work if it wasn't for this. If it wasn't for that symbol, but I mean, I could probably make it work. But I didn't see all the clothes, so we're going to take a peek. See, like, if I can get this in blue, it would definitely. But it's not in blue. If it is, it's going to be some, I don't know. I think that's just a little too dark. Matte isn't going to work either. See, that technically, if I can get it in her blue, but I can't. That's the problem, is finding the blue. That's why that one so far has been the best. I saw all these yesterday. And I don't want a sweater. Nope, not the blue. Hold on, wait. That's a t-shirt, but nope. That if I could find it in blue, but I can't. Of course I can't. All right, let's see. I'm going faster. Ooh. See, now that, if I can find that in blue. But so far, that one I showed y'all earlier has been the best so far I can find. Nope, not blue. I'm just gonna see it. Like, I'll see the one that looks halfway decent. We're just gonna go through them real quickly. I was going too fast. That's the witch's outfit right there. I don't think there's any other medics in the city, but I'm not clocked in, so they can't see me anyway. All right, we're having the part where I mean, technically, I should be able to wear this. It says paramedic. Yeah, honestly, I'm thinking the 7-Eleven is the way to go. Because I'm not seeing anything else that could work. Yeah, 7-Eleven's going to be the way to go. All right, so we got that. The hair, let's see, what am I missing? She doesn't wear gloves. I don't like that it doesn't have the long sleeves, though. Let's see, is there some way I can add sleeves to it? We're going to go through all these real quickly. We're going to go down to 600. I had to reset everything, so it deleted my cache. I don't think it's gonna look good with the sleeves. You know, we're just gonna go back to 3 for now. I need like a red skirt. And then I need the boots. Let's see. The skirt should be vanilla GTA. The one I use, there it is. The one I use for Aria. There's no just red, is there? Come on, be a red. Nope. All right, well, that's not the only skirt. That's not the only pleated skirt. I need to take off this, whatever the hell the guns are. Where? This should not be. I was about to say, that's the gun belt. Why is it still there? Let's see if we can't find another. I want pleated skirt. I don't need a skirt like pleated. I would like to have one, like, see, like this. Let's see, is it in red? I doubt it. Oh, it is. Okay, let me pull up a picture of Supergirl just so I can take a quick reference. All right, let's see. I can't really do the gold belt. I need to look for the thigh-high red, and hopefully they have them in red. I know they have thigh-high boots here. I've seen them. She's not wearing all the time thigh-high boots. You know what I mean? A lot of times she is wearing them in some, but she is wearing just regular ones as well. Hi, Nick. We gotta work with what you got. Nice tall pair, like CDs, could work as well if I can get them in red. And I can. So 106 is a definite contender. But let's see if I can find something else. See, like, I don't know about these. They're big enough. And they come in red, and they don't have laces. So I like these better. So that's 148. I'm going to have to remember 148. But I'm looking for the thigh highs. Or the knee high, basically. Not thigh high. I'm at the part where I'm going to have to scan and then go back. Oh, hold on. I just saw. Nope. Okay, so 147. Was it 147? I want to say it was 147. Nope, it was. Well, hold on. Might have been. Yep, no, it's not 147. Was it 147? Yes, it is. Okay. This doesn't look, I need like a midsection. So let's go to shirts. We're going to see if we can't find something that's just a midsection. Ooh, the bustier would be good. But it's not in blue. It's not in the blue I need. Might have to go looking through here for a minute. Let's see. There might be a skirt I can use here as well. Kind of like the skirt I have, though. I don't know. We're going to look. Okay, we're going to go to 575 and then go back up to 600. Yeah, I'm not really feeling these. Hi, Nicholas. Hi, Neil. I know I don't have, usually I'd have stuff going on. I'd have the radio on. I'd have all the stuff. And I know it's quiet. So we're going to go 575 because that's where I left off. That's 57. Okay, let's see. She doesn't have like a belt either. That's the thing. If I could match that blue, which I cannot. I was going to say, if I could match that blue, I'd have it right there. Yeah, I didn't think that would work. I was hoping. Nope. No lingerie. Did I make the belt gold? Nope. I was going to say, if I can make the belt gold, we might be in business. Hold on. Let's see. That one's a darker red. It doesn't need, it needs to be that red. That's the thing. It needs to be that red. I wish I could just find like some sleeves. And I know they have them, just don't know where they are. I was trying to do this last night, but it wouldn't. I timed out, and then I tried to join the server, and something was wrong. Like they put a little message out saying, "Hey, we know something's wrong. We're looking into it." So I was like, "Well, can't do that then." See now, this if I could get it, but I can't. I'm looking. I'm trying. That would be funny. Bondage Supergirl. All right. I honestly don't think I'm going to be at this too much longer. I might not even participate. There's like a $2 million prize for this though. Like there's a big prize for this. And I don't really need it. I don't really want it, but you know, it's a clothing challenge. I feel like I have to respond to it. Back up 450. I need to have at least 2 identifiers, which is the bag and the ID. All right. I'm not, I think I have the skirt. I think I have all of that. I think I need to get, the sleeves are all I'm really looking for, and I doubt I'm gonna find any. I'll be honest with y'all. I doubt I'm gonna find any. So I just did 100 of those, so let's go back to 400. I would love to find like a shirt that had like right here. See where the second string is? The length there, but the sleeves come down to like right here. But they have them. They have them, but they don't have them in the color I need. So that's the issue, is finding the matching. Because I know I'll find the sleeves, but they won't match. They'll have like no matching color. That's just how it is for me right now. Not really trying to complain like, see, I don't want a bad bitch belt. No, thank you. Even though technically that could work with the current Supergirl. Okay, we're into the vanillas, so. Oh, you kidding me? You're kidding me. You're kidding me. Come on. Thought I just saw something. No, it's a red skirt. Okay, we're gonna go back to 3 on this. Blaze shoes. Okay, the decals, I can't change the decal, and I can't change the bag. The body armor. What is the body armor? Oh, I can change the body armor. So I can actually change the decal. I need 2 identifiers. I don't think this is gonna be good enough. You know, I don't think they're gonna be like, you know, that's an identifier I can change. I can't use EMS vests. Can't use that. Well, I mean, I guess I could, but body armor's something I'm not going to change. Okay, so we got this. Let's go to accessories. She doesn't wear any accessories. Like, she doesn't have anything. But glasses I shouldn't wear. I could tell people I'm wearing contact lenses today. She doesn't have a hat. She doesn't have ears. Like, she doesn't have earrings. I'm not happy with this shirt, with this. I'm just, See, like this right here, if I could get that in the blue color, like solid blue, that'd be it. I got red, but I don't have blue. I would do this. If I can get this, like, if I could have got this blue and this, like, red with a yellow star, that would have been it. But so far, all I'm seeing is that one blue outfit. That's it. Everything else is off color. And the reason I'm saying is you gotta be kidding me is yesterday, I wasn't feeling too good yesterday. That's why I didn't stream. I was feeling a little under the weather. Uh, I was playing Echo a lot. Echo RP. And I was waiting for all of them to, why is my thing changed color? I was waiting for all of them to come in, like, so we could all play together, and none of them came in at all. And now I think RJ's going in there. And it's like, I joined because they asked me, and then I'm not complaining though. I mean, I'm having fun in there. I mean, that's a blue technically I could use, but it just doesn't look right. Doesn't look. I don't know what I'm doing in Echo. I'm saving up to buy something. I don't know what I'm saving up to buy though. There's nothing really else. This is vanilla clothing, so yeah. So 7-Eleven it is. It's gotta be this one. There's nothing else to it. I just don't like how this looks. I'm gonna be honest. I just don't like how it looks. And my hands have been changed. I'm supposed to have blue gloves on. Maybe I changed that by mistake. I'm supposed to have blue medical gloves. Let's see, was that? I thought I saw them just now. I can't use that one. I gotta find another one I can use that doesn't show like body parts. Nope, hold on. I just saw blue gloves. See, even my shoulders are all. Shoulders are still. I might have to use no gloves. Hold on, wait a minute. We got blue here. Can I get one that fits right? Apparently I cannot. Nope. Apparently I can't. You know what? I'm not participating. I'm good. I'm good. I'm not participating. I don't like it. And if I don't like it, then there's no real reason. Let me see something real quickly, everyone. Okay. All right, let's go back to the hospital. I'm not feeling it. And if I'm not feeling it, then I don't want to do it. See, look at my, yeah. So something's wrong out here with this too. Why is it changing? Maybe it did, they might have did like the clothing thing, where it changed a few things. Apparently in this server, clothing is causing crashes. Like a lot of crashes. So they're trying to figure it out. So we gotta go to here, and we gotta change the hands. We gotta go to blue gloves, which will be the next ones. There we go. Let's see. Let's see if this one is the one I'm looking for. There, it looks like there's a hole right here, but the bag is covering it. There is. The bag is covering it though, but can I get one that doesn't have the hole there? Up, hold on. I think we got it. All right, everyone, give me a second. I'll be right back. I have to go, make coffee for my patient. I'll be right back. Demonic, I wasn't feeling really good yesterday. I didn't stream. I told y'all I would, but I'm feeling a little better today. But I'll be right back. Sorry, everyone. I'm back. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. All right. What I don't know, I don't need to stay in here today. I need to come in to update all this, so we might actually go to Echo and see if RJ's there. RJ's name in Echo is Milo. He's not RJ, he's Milo. Let me get in here, though. Yeah, we're gonna go into Echo. I just came in here today. I don't need to work today. I just came in here to try to make the costume and to update all my stuff. Well, hold on. Oh, I don't update my call sign, but did I get do I get any new vehicles? Yes, I did. I got the... Wait a minute. That says shyster, but it's spelled differently. Oh, that's my car. So I don't have to go to the old garage anymore. All right, the Buffalo. Yeah. That's the ugly car. That's the car I don't like. The one that makes that horrible noise. The Tor. That's the paramedic one. Durango. Eh. Explorer. Okay, that one's not bad. Tahoe 2. Okay, I don't really care for that one. Icebox 3? Oh, look at that thing. I bet you that thing goes as slow as the ones in Redline. Fire department? Oh, yeah, I don't know. Okay. So, yep, there we go. I got the shyster here, so I don't have to go through the old system anymore. I can come to the new system. Oh, I can change everything here? Okay. All right, so I have the vehicle here now, so I can do that. I need to do one thing real quickly. You can customize your HUD, and I don't know why these keep coming back, but like it's information I don't need. So I try to drag them off the screen, but it keeps on coming back like this, and I don't want it to. They reset the HUD the other day, like completely reset it. No. See, this is what I don't want. It just shifted everything. What happened? What happened here? All right, something just happened. I might keep that one. That one's not too invasive. The problem is, here's the problem, is when I join radio, like I'll just join some random radio, like 88, like that. See, oh, there's somebody in that radio. What? But see, this is gonna, I'm gonna see this. I can't believe somebody was in that radio. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll move it. But what if we move it like down here? Or what if we move it over here and have everything on this side? Okay, I don't need these. There is a way to delete things, and I need to figure that out. Is it this one? No, let's hide all. Okay, move it. There is a way to, like, get these gone. Because I don't need this. It's stress. This is stamina. I don't need these. I don't. Water, drink, armor, I don't need. Like, that's what I need right there. Speedometer's over here. Let's see. Let's go back out. I mean, I don't have a problem with this at all. Okay. All right. See, what about this one though is, yeah, I'll point it out. This one tells you there's 45 people on the server. The server time, it's the clock will always say 8:11, but this is the server time. And what this is my time in real life. It's 8:11. This is what time it is in the server. This is my bank cash, my ID. I don't like this being there, but you know, I can live with it. But all right, let's go see. Let's go see if he really is an echo. I'm gonna be right back. We're gonna quit out of here. I'll probably log in tonight and do a little more. Oh shoot, what happened? My Steam closed. Oh no, now it's saying he's offline. Okay, you know what? We're still gonna go into Echo. Yeah, the vehicle system. I like that the shyster was the car, and I know they if they looked into it, they might have wondered how I got access to it. I think they know. I don't think they're dumb. But we're gonna go into Echo. Let's see, there is 41 people in Most Wanted, 63 in Echo, and 6. Is that right? Is there 6 in Redline, or is that just saying that? Let's see, I'm gonna pull up Redline real quickly. There's 8 in Redline. So it's just this is wrong. No, y'all can't see what I'm doing. I'm sorry. Up. There we go there. Hey there, kitty. Kitty's coming around more. He wants food. I know we got a busy day ahead of ourselves too. We got church in the morning, you know. And then my patient is turning 90 next month, so her family's coming together. We're gonna throw a party. We have to go find a cake. We've already got the place reserved. We got to go get a couple of little decorations. And I figure my partner's off today. She doesn't work on Sundays, so we can go do it. Plus, we have to go to Walmart and go shopping. I got a few things I need to do today. Is this done up? Nope. All right. What the holy hell? What the hell? I don't like this. Okay. Ooh. Sorry, everyone. I'm looking. Somebody sent me something. It says if money was no object, which would you pick? And it's 6 different houses. I'm like, I can eliminate 4. Like 3 I can eliminate instantly. But the last 3? It's between the forest cabin and the modern beach house. Yeah, I can let go of the colonial stone. Probably would take 4. The forest house. Just staring up at me. My cat is just staring up at me like, give me food. No, I'm not. Cow? 90 years old and still going, yeah, I know. And she looks like she's in her late 70s. All right, now, I need to do something here, though, because technically, honestly, I'm gonna say something. I don't know if I want Arya to be deaf. I might make her like she is in Redline with the hearing aids because they brought up a good point. I have to put my sound on. Give me a second. I gotta fiddle with it. I think I'm gonna do the deafness how I do it in Redline, but this is a different Arya, by the way. I've told all of them, this is a different Arya. Okay. So this is the outfit I'm wearing. I don't know why. The outfits I was making were like crazy outfits that you wouldn't wear. This, you probably wouldn't. You know what, I'm gonna go change into Arya. I'm gonna go change into Arya's outfit. This city has a lot of outfits, and I need to go make like a standard, kind of like the purple and the overcoat in Redline. I need to like make a standard outfit. Okay, let's go here. Wear, update to current, save. Because the outfits I've made have been like weird, just like because I can, because they have the clothing that Redline doesn't. But I don't know. I'm thinking about trying something different today, though. I've been doing the pressure washing, and it's been making me decent money, I will admit. I have 4,677 here. And then I also have, not link up, sorry. I got 55, so I have like 59. But here's the thing, do I want to buy a house first? Like, do I want to buy a house first, or do I want to, see, I don't want zone 1. That's Polito. I don't want to live in Polito. I don't want to live in Sandy. I don't really want to live in Harmony. These houses are expensive as all can be. What is zone 4? No, that's expensive. I'm thinking maybe zone 6. But this part of zone 6, not the hood, but this one, the barrio, basically. Zone 7 is Mirror Park, but I guarantee the house that if I could buy my old house, it would be the 5,500. Actually, I'm considering buying a small warehouse. No, a large warehouse, I'm sorry. Because we have a house. RJ has a house, right? But they don't have like a warehouse office thing to do stuff. But I can show you all the house that I was looking at. I gotta be careful. Close the door. There we go. I'll show y'all the house that I was looking at. Like, I was interested. And I'll tell you there's a history behind the house, too. It's not like, see, these houses, I'm not interested in these, right? A house is a house, though. I will say that. RJ has a house way up in the, like, the expensive area. And they're all working to pay it off, but they haven't asked me to help. I'm willing to help them if I don't get my own. If I get my own, then, you know, hey, I'll try to throw you some, but I have to pay off. But mine would be paid off a lot faster. His is like $1.5 million. Mine would be like 300,000. I'll show you the 2 areas I thought about. One of them is right. Is it right here, or is it? You know, I'm kind of wondering if I couldn't just buy my old warehouse. Yeah, the warehouse I was thinking about was right here, that door down there. Because it's just out of the way. I don't think anybody would bother me at all. But I thought about that warehouse. It's near the pressure washing, and that's what me and Gia have been doing. But, it is. It is, Nicholas. The house I was interested in buying. When we get there, I'll tell you what's up. It's a house that's for sale regularly in GTA. It's this one right here. It's close enough to the main road. Let's see if somebody already owns this, though. I don't think anyone owns this. It would tell me to use what... Yeah, somebody owns this. But this was where I was thinking, this neighborhood, like right here. It's... The reason why was in the PlayStation days, I played a GTA 5 server online RP, and this was my house. I worked for the medical office. You couldn't be a medic, right? Because GTA 5 on the PlayStation would not let you do the medic. But I worked at the medical office, and this was the hospital. So basically, I would come in, stand out front and give med kits away to people. That's basically what my job was. I'd get in my car and I could go bring people med kits, but I couldn't like have a siren or lights or anything like that. But somebody owns it already. Oh well, you know. The warehouse might be the way to go though. I think we're gonna do a little light crime in this city because that seems like that's what GN and all them are doing. I don't know if this is a stop and go city, so I'm gonna stop and go, and if a cop pulls me, no one hangs out in Legion here. There was 300 people in the server, and I came to Legion and no one showed up. So I don't know where the hangout is in this city. I'm gonna show y'all RJ's house. Morning, Michael. No, I don't have my seatbelt on. That's why I'm getting stressed. I'm like, and I'm going too fast. If I start on my seatbelt, there we go. Yeah, if you go too fast, you can't put your seatbelt on. I went and got all my licenses. Oh, there's somebody. I got a truck license so I can drive truck, and I got a motorcycle license so I can motorcycle. Kind of wondering if they were following me. I don't think they are. Okay. I'm gonna show y'all where RJ lives. I've been in the house, but I don't have keys to it. Oh, I'm gonna headache a lot. Oh, did they take it out? Oh, good, they took it out. They had some little thing going on here. And it's gone now. It was causing so much headaches to people. Like, it was causing city crashes, headaches, but they needed to do it, so I guess they just did it fast. It was nice to add, like, it looked nice, but if it's gonna cause, like, problems like that, like, say, still have the pride stuff over there. Oh, pardon me, everyone. My nose was itching. All right, this is RJ's house. I've been in it. It's a big house. It has a big interior, but they have 72 days to pay it off, like real world days, to pay it off. And I don't know if I should go looking for a house or if I should, they also have a car I want to buy. The cars will come, you know? The cars will come. I have an apartment. The apartment doesn't hold much. Like, it's already full up. But, I don't know. I thought about trying different things. I thought about trying the vendor job, the package. I've seen a lot of package delivery people. So there might be something to that. That might be a decent job. I don't know. But I thought about the pressure washing. I figured out how to do it, by the way. I figured out what I was doing wrong, and there is a way to get it done a lot faster. But they keep giving me these, like, horrible jobs. Like, either it's going to take me an hour to do it, or I'm finished in like 5 minutes and I make like $100. So I thought I'd try some different stuff today. All right, there's a place over here that I know. I kind of wonder. Let's go see if my house is available. I'd be tempted to buy the house I was in Redline. It's gotta be Tate. It's a great location. See, that's the place I gotta go right there. Somebody's gotta own this house. That's a restaurant right there. Somebody's got to own this already. No. Uh-oh. Oh, look at this. Huh. I wonder, you may not be able to buy that house. Yeah, you might not be able to buy that house. And then I had this house over here. Let's go see about it. I own this one in 1.8. Oh, hold on. So if the door's unlocked, does that mean it's available? I'm gonna have to ask him that. Because if that one house is available, I'm tempted to try to get it. How much would that be? Let's see. How much would that house be? Dynasty 8. Interiors pricing, this would be section 7. 400 to 5. It would probably be the 550. That's a lot of money, y'all. How much would I have if I bought financing in zone 7? 45 days to pay it off with a 10% interest. Then the interior for the houses, apartment, buying in 7, advanced package, living area, bedrooms, bathroom, 2-story homes only. 2-story homes only. High end, medium, living area, bed, no bathroom. Why would I buy a house with no bathroom? Richard's apartment, available in zone 7. Living area. What's it look like? I mean, it is what it is. I'm gonna think about it. Yeah, but if I get a house, then I'm gonna have to pay it off. And I mean, buying the house right here is good because you're across the street from a damn restaurant. I don't know. The original house I wanted to buy in Redline in 1.8 when I had the money and I couldn't. Was this 2-story right here. That was the original house I wanted to buy. I should see about this one. Let me see if this one. And there's a reason this one, okay? There's a reason for this one. Nope, somebody already owns this. My friend Christy owns that one in Most Wanted. She owns that house. It'd be funny to have the same house. And I don't care if that house is taken or not. What about these up here? I mean, if I'm gonna pay $550, if they're gonna charge, they might not charge me $550 though. That's a 1-story. That might be low, but up in 30 minutes there's a storm, so I forgot. At 9 o'clock, this city, so we're gonna have to log off for a second and come back in. Going house hunting today. You know what? I'm gonna go check the package thing real quickly though. If this site plays audio, click this to play audio in the background. What? In the upper left-hand corner. Okay, I don't know what that is. Oh, let's see. I'm probably on a radio. No, I don't know. Okay. Lock the door. No, we gotta turn the vehicle off. Yep, I wasted a lot of gas yesterday leaving my vehicle on while I was going pressure washing. Alright, let's see if... Come on. Come on. Where do I start the... Oh, I have to start the job on the phone. Yeah, I have to start the job in, Job Center. Go postal, select job. Close this website. I jumped into the door and fell. All right, let's see. Come on. Go through the door. How do I start this job? Let's see. Do I have to go to once you use the link up app? Okay. Wait a minute. What's going on? Once you have a career. Okay, so we're gonna do this side jobs at tow truck. All right, let's see. It says, oh, I forgot to activate my watch. All right, so there must be something in here that gives me the job. I just have to find it. Come on, open the damn door. All right, I'm looking at the red. I'm looking for the red, maybe right here. Maybe out here there's something? No. Boy, this is not very intuitive, is it? Like, I wish they kind of would tell me how to do the job they want me to do. That would be very nice. Echo, if anyone in here is in Echo, very nice if you told me how to do the job. Okay. Go postal. Go postal. Okay, so that's a garage, isn't it? Yes. So I guess I can't do this job. Okay, let's see. Food services. I know where there's a food cart, so we're gonna go there and see if you just go there and activate it. I should put my car up in the garage. I didn't realize that was a garage. Okay, well, I'll ask somebody. Somebody will be doing it later. And I'll just be like, hey, how do you start it? There's a little food stand at the casino. Oh, I actually have to go spin the wheel too. I didn't spin yesterday. Yeah, yes, everybody wait, yeah, way's correct, y'all. Oh, I'm on my seatbelt on. That would help. All right, I know that there's a food thing. There's like a hot dog thing. See, yeah, they have little bit arrows for the thing, for the hot dog, for the food stand, but they didn't have that when I did the other one. So we'll go inside and spin the wheel first. And then we'll go over there and serve some popcorn. All right. Let's see what this is all about. I probably am not going to win anything. Gia said she's very good at winning nothing. Let's see. It'll just, I think it slows down and then it just stops. Yep, I won nothing. To be honest, you can spend for $1,000, but it just doesn't look like it's worth it. Like the prizes on the wheel, it does not look like it's worth to pay to spin it. I mean, it's a casino. Yeah, a casino always wins. All right, let's go try this food thing and see if it's like, am I just selling to NPCs or? Answering bartender? Attract customers. Customers will approach your stand over time. Okay. Open shop? Take order. Okay, let's see what this does. One small popcorn. Nope. This is a little okay. Jar of corn. So I have to pay for the corn. Open shop. Use. I'm eating it. I should not be eating it. Okay. That's not how it's done. Okay, popcorn. Apparently there's a group of people out there who eat this. Okay, so we'll take that. And do I just give him that? Okay. This is like, you are missing one small popcorn. How do I use it? Oh, I have 10 popcorn jars. So how do I use the popcorn machine? Open shop. Okay, I mean, let me grab this and move it so that I'm not there. Okay, so do I don't know how to do this. How do I do this? Like open shop, return, stand. Okay, you stand, customers will no longer approach. Okay. This does not, how does this work? Do I push something? I'm third eyeing it. Open shop. How do I cook it? Like, please tell me what you want me to do. See, if they get a drink, I can give it to them. A jar of corn. If they get drinks, I can sell it to them. But for this, let me see. Maybe if I put it in the hot bar, maybe I can. Well, no, it'll just eat it, won't it? Yeah, it'll just have to eat it. I'm going to see about maybe finding someone who wants a drink to see if that works. Do I maybe, like, I don't know. They don't tell you how to do anything in here. Maybe popcorn isn't the best thing to sell. This is why I hate going into new cities, especially ones that just are very vague. Like I said, Redline tells you a little bit. Like they'll give you hints at what you're supposed to do. But some cities just don't. Oh, look, boom, there we go. How'd that happen? Let's do small popcorn. Here comes a guy. Okay, let's do a medium there. Okay, see now, and I got 2 people coming. Okay, so I have to hold it. Now it's doing it. Okay. Take order. What you want, sir? He wants a large popcorn and a medium popcorn. Okay, give order. And he gave me $24. Okay, I mean, you could probably make some money doing this, but you'd be here a while. One small pop. So it costs $3 for 10. Damn, guy. Let's push us out the way. $5. Maybe I have to be standing at a certain place. 1 medium popcorn, 1 jar of corn. Okay, well, he just wants a jar of corn. Let's see if I go back here. There we go. I have to do that. Okay. I have to look at the bottom of it from, I wonder if I could do it anywhere. Damn, she just said, get out my way. Come on, there we go. This is probably not the best way to make money, but it's something to do. I'm learning. 1 large, 1 small, 1 large. Okay. Okay, large popcorn. 1 small pop. What the heck? 1 small, 1 large, and 1 large Coke. Okay. Does she want large or small? Oh, I have small. I'll get large. She wanted large. Okay. I didn't even see how much she gave me. Okay, medium and large and a small. So all I need is the medium popcorn here. Because I have the other stuff. Did I drink the drinks myself? I don't think that would be allowed. $24. Okay, they're not really like making a ton of money, but I see the point in doing it. One small soda. What is going on with this computer today? All right, I want to see if I use this, does it quench my thirst? It does. So, I mean, I could just do this job, get full food and drink, and then quit the job. I would never have to worry about buying food again. That's something. Large popcorn and a jar of corn. All right, $19. Yeah, that'd be an issue. I mean, I don't think it'd be an issue. It'd be a life hack. Like I could just get free food, but I mean, I am selling food, so. All right, what you want, lady? We got 15 minutes. One medium, one medium. Ladies are pushy. I mean, I definitely see you can make some money if you sit here at this. Okay, I have your order ready. You could definitely make some money if you sit here and do this because the customers are coming pretty regularly. Up, nope, here he comes. It's that guy walking toward me right there, or the lady with the blue gloves. But this is a side job. This isn't a career, so you shouldn't make a ton of money. I see what happened. The front of my cart is facing that way. So that's why the people are coming there. One medium, one large. Okay. I have the drinks. Okay, I want to go try something. We're going to give her her order. We're going to put the cart up, return stand. What do I have? I can drop these. Okay. And then I have drinks, which I can use to recover my thirst. I just don't see how that's allowed. You shouldn't be able to be like, I mean, I did it. It'd be a cheap, I mean, it's free. No more getting warm beer out the dumpster for me. I'm joking, everyone. I did that yesterday, though. I had to drink something really fast, so I searched the dumpster by power washing and found a beer. And I had to drink it, otherwise I'd have passed out. All right, so let's go ahead. I need to do these workouts, too. They have a gym here, and you can, like, build your body up. But it's so boring. I'll probably just, like, put a documentary on and listen to that while I'm doing it. You have to constantly press your E button. Like, it's a little sliding bar, and you have to push E at the right time. All right, so, okay, look, now I'm having, okay, this is right here. Is it popcorn or is it hot dog? Is that peanuts? That is. Oh, cotton candy. Okay. Well, what I want to do is I want to get this in job. Let's see if I start this one. Okay. Do I have a marker? Like telling me to go here, like it did with the other ones. I don't see it. Should it be up, you know? It might be you have to go here. I mean, technically that's the warehouse. We got a few more minutes. We'll go see. I'm interested now. Like, Gia's never tried I don't think any of them have tried the food job. That's why I said, let me try that today. They tried the trash job. They said it's more for like getting rubber and stuff like that than it is money. You get paid per trash bag you pick up. So, you get paid per trash bag you pick up. I know a place where there's like 20 trash bags. You just go over there, boom, 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 boom. Go back to the depot, put it up, go back over there, and just keep on rinsing and repeating. It's that lot behind the car wash. Y'all all know where it is. Y'all have seen people do garbage before. All right, let's see if this is where I need to go for the postal. Because I didn't end the job. I'm still on the job. But maybe you have to go here? Maybe it starts over here and, you know, we're like a warehouse area? I don't know. Y'all are figuring this out just as I am. Okay, here's this place. I'm not going to be able to do the job because, you know, just, let's see. I'm looking for anything that can be used to, like, sign in. Like, you would think a computer. Come on. Oh, what was that? What was that? What was that? What was that? You paper. Oh, okay. Maybe you have to earn the postal job? I mean, I don't know. Here's a break room. Here's a dressing room. Here's your bathrooms. I just saw something. Oh, the power just went out. All right, yeah, I don't know where to do this. And okay, from what I've understood, mining and hunting are not that good of a job. Maybe I could try a paper route. The tow truck probably would be fun if it's a good script. But let me see what I have toward info. I have 15.9%. And when you get that up to 100, you can retire from the job and it pays you more. Like your universal basic income, it goes up. So there's ways to increase the money you get from the city. Speaking of the UBI, let's go collect that right now. I think you have to go to the big bank for that. I tried to go to a smaller bank and they wouldn't let me. So I think you have to go to the big bank. But yeah, I saw it said, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm just kind of feeling meh about this city. I joined because I was hoping, like, you know, we could all play as a group, and then now no one comes on. And it's just like Redline all over again. I'm all by myself, and it's not fun. Like, that's why I kind of gravitated back toward Most Wanted because, I mean, I can go in Most Wanted right now and I guarantee I'll know at least 2, 3 people in there. And if I went in as Arya, they'd be like wanting to hang out. But Sierra is like the basic EMS, has no life outside of work. Like Natalie's the only EMS that I knew that had like life outside of EMS. Most everyone else just kind of, you know, when they want to quit, they clock out. That's it for them. I mean, I'm gonna stay because you never know, stuff happens. Okay, it's $200 I didn't have. Let's put the money up. Deposit. We'll do 42,000, 42, yeah, 100. All right, I'm over 60. I'm over 60K. I mean, that's good. The car I want is not the car that I wanted, everyone. The car that I wanted, I'll show it to y'all, was, I thought it was. Okay, I know where it is. I'll see it when I see it. What I thought I wanted was this, the Sabre Turbo. That's what I was hoping and saving for. That's not the car I need. The car I need is the Sabre Turbo Custom, which is 65. I don't know if I'm like, I need to decide, am I going to do the house or am I going to do the car? I don't know. I'm thinking the house. I'm thinking if I do the house, I can put a bunch of storage in there, and I need to figure out how to sell the stuff I already have. Gia was like, there's a pawn shop, but I have no idea where it is. Like, when I say I don't know what I'm doing, I mean, they showed me how to pressure wash. That's it. Like, they showed me how to power wash, and they showed me where RJ's house is. They haven't told me how to do anything else. So I'm kind of hoping, like, Heather, Boujou, RJ, any of them would come in and be like, yo, this is how it's done. Because right now, I'm just going off of trial and error. All right, there's another pawn shop, you know, the one where everyone always has it. Let me go see if that's it. We have 5 minutes before, like, absolutely. We have actually 3 minutes before we absolutely have to get out. One thing about this city also, it doesn't have universal garages. And what that means, the garage you put your car in is the garage that it's at. You can't go to another one and pull it out. You have to pull the car out from the garage you put it in. Now, I've also, my friend City, she had it that way too. So I'm kind of used to that. All right. Because, I mean, they say it's not worth to do the pawn shop if you don't have a lot of stuff. But if your stuff's all filled up, then, you know, it might be worth it. The licensed sex shop is usually where the pawn store is. So there's no pawn there. And there's no mark on the map. Like, there's no pawn shop icon on the map. So once again, I have no idea. And to be honest, I'm because of what's going on, because of them not being in here, to do, like, I'm losing interest in this city rapidly. I'll be honest with you, I'm losing interest in 5M altogether, just with all the stuff going on. I parked the vehicle, give him the key. I don't need the key. Like, I'll explain what I'm talking about when I get in here. I don't want to be standing out in the rain. I haven't tried in this city yet, and I'm gonna start trying because I was kind of hoping they would come in and kind of show me around and I could ask other people. But so I don't know. Everything I say is not gonna be this city, okay? It's not this city. Most Wanted, it feels different now. Like, it just feels like I'm the third wheel on everything I do. Except the medic. That's why I've been doing paramedic, because there I have a purpose. But playing as Arya and Most Wanted, I just feel like a third wheel. I don't know anyone anymore. Most of the people I know don't come in as when they used to, or they're not there no more. Redline, I'm gonna say this, but I want to say it with like a caveat. I don't feel a sense of community in Redline anymore. Like, I don't. Like, I know it's there. But just, nobody wants to do anything anymore. It's all like, we're just gonna go do this, we're just gonna, blah, 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 blah. But it just seems like nobody in there. They made it, and I'm not knocking how they made it. I understand how they made it. Let's pop into Redline for a few minutes. Just to get in there, see if Eddie needs anything. Or at the restaurant. But, they've made everything so expensive that no one has time to chat. No one has time to, like, do side activities. It's grind, 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 nonstop. And then there's nothing to buy. I mean, last night I went into the city because the court case I wanted to see, which I did not stay for, by the way. It's just sitting there. Nobody was talking to anyone. We were all just sitting there. Like, they not even at the court did they have a sense of community. But it's just they're constantly, it's just grinding now. No one's actually doing anything with anybody. So there's no sense of community in Redline anymore. And I can't tell them what to do because honestly, I don't know. If they lower the prices of cars, they have to lower the price of income and jobs, right? They have to. They're not just going to be like you go to work for a day and you can buy a car. That's not how it should work. Yeah, but the court case, I'll be honest with you, I wanted to see what Jerry was going to do. I'm not leaving. But I want to see what Jerry was going to do. But after, like, no one was talking. No one. Oh, hold on. Rob. Thank you, Rob. I didn't even see that. It didn't even pop in my... Oh, because I muted those volumes. Let's see who got one. Tyler. Quartz, dirty weather pajamas. What a name. Some people's names in here. Cool emojis. I'm trying to make some more. I had to take one out, though. I had one as me as a lawyer. No, I do have alerts. I don't know why it didn't go off. I have to check that. But just like there's I don't know what they can do. They try to make the activities like multiple people, like if you want to craft stuff, if you want to it's better with a group of people if you're trying to, like, now granted, Redline is a cops and robbers server first and foremost. Know that. It is not meant to be a civilian lifestyle, right? So we'll drop that right away. So if you want to do crime, you got to do it with a group, which is great. The problem is that a lot of people are telling me that the crime is not worth it. Like, the payout isn't worth the potential of getting caught. And the fines for the PD, I don't see an issue with. It's easier to get out of jail than it ever was. But nobody complains about the time they're getting, right, anymore? No, you never hear anyone complaining that's too much time. Because they know it's just easy to get out. I hear all kind of complaints about the fines, but, I don't know about that. But why is my Be Right Back screen still on? Oh, okay, it was me. I was behind. But from what I'm understanding is that the crimes just aren't worth doing. That's what I've been told by a couple of people. I asked some people who left. I'm not gonna name names. I'm not gonna, But the number one answer I'm getting when I'm asking these people is that it's just there's no sense of community. No one's doing anything. Everybody's just by themselves, doing stuff by themselves. And it's hard to see that when you're part of the community, right? Like, let me put it this way. This is not a knock on anyone, right? This is me explaining. This is me using them as an example. It's not me criticizing them. But let's take Elite. Prime example, Elite and Havoc. Prime examples. Well, Elite streams a lot more than Havoc does. Havoc streams every day, don't get me wrong, but Elite usually streams for like hours on end. So there have been times where, there have been times where Elite has had nothing to do. Where he's had to just drive around and talk and, try to do stuff. But, like, once again, I'm not knocking these. These are streamers, right? They're great streamers. I'm giving them credit. But when, like, Opie and Havoc log on, everybody's on for them. So they don't see, like, the loss of community that people who don't have it have. There are cops who only get on duty when they come in the city. But they're not even here. Like, screw everyone else. I know that's kind of not the way to say it. But, everybody's just so busy doing everything that, like, I wanted to work at the restaurant to talk to people. I wasn't trying to take over Bob's restaurant. I wasn't trying to screw the government. I wanted it because, number one, medics were asking, there was no restaurants open at the time, right? So Gramps, Sean, in the morning, they were asking, restaurants aren't open. We can't buy food. So I got into the food business. And it was good, but everybody stuck their nose in. Everybody got a hair up their ass that I was doing something wrong. I mean, granted, Bob did something wrong, which they could have told him something, but no one was complaining. The only people complaining, I get why they were complaining, but they were complaining about Bob, like what Bob had done. I was working at the restaurant. I was feeding the community. Gramps, whenever I would open, I would call up them and be like, hey, look, I'm open. Come get your food. And I would save up for Natalie because I knew she would be coming. I'm glad now the restaurants are open a lot more. I think he is actually open. There's cars parked weird ways. Yep, somebody's here. I'm glad that the restaurants are open now. Believe me, I am. But at the time when I was doing it, they weren't. Yvette was never around, which, she has stuff going on in real life. I get that she's getting, a lot of stuff, but everybody has a life outside this game. I can't attest to what she's going through. I know she has finals. I know that she's in school still. That's a lot of work in itself. Bob has work to do on his farm. He owns an actual farm and he works it, so he couldn't be in the city all the time. I don't know what Rex's excuse was, but they were here. They just weren't open. I think it was because the pay was like, okay, okay, not the best. But they don't want pay. They don't want restaurant to be like a career end all. That's what I'm going to do. They want it as something you do when you have free time. This city is a cops and robbers city. They want crime and cops. That's where the bread and butter is. The support staff, which is basically me, I have no issue with going work in the farm, but supplying the restaurants, working the restaurants. I had no issues with any of this. But, like, the sense of community we had is gone. I haven't seen a group in Legion in a while. Last night I happened upon everybody, but you know what they do when they get together now? You know what happens when people get together? They complain. And if you could go watch, I think Ralph was streaming, I'm not sure. But if you go to where when I walked into the parking lot that they were all hanging out at, I didn't make one complaint at all. I just sat there listening. I'm tired of complaining. You know, I'm tired of complaining. Y'all aren't here for that. Y'all are here to watch dumb stuff. You know? But it's like everyone's complaining now, and it's a lot of it is to do with government stuff, which is in city stuff, and I understand them being mad. If they do get the audit and something is wrong, then you know that'll be a fun play. That'll be fun to watch, right? That'll be very fun to watch to see how Dan and Hatchie try to get out of that. But like right now, they want to buy cars. They want to upgrade those cars. But then here's the question. And this is a big thing with me. This is one of the things with this car right here, okay? I bought this car to drive it. I bought this car to drive it. You have people who have like 30 cars that just drive one car. Why? Why buy a car if you're just going to put it in a garage and it's going to sit there? Y'all see, I drive every vehicle I have. I try to drive every single car I have. I'm not going to buy it if I don't want to drive it. Like even in GTA Online, besides like the utility vehicles I have, which are like special like permissions and stuff, I have like 6 vehicles and I drive them when I played GTA Online. I had like 6 vehicles and I would drive them. Every day I'd get at least all of them out and have fun. Like we should be racing. Like we should be racing every day, testing out cars. You know, I've never understood why, like Joey is a great example. Joey in 1.8 had like 30 plus cars, but he only ever drove like 3 of them. I mean, what's the point? Why have those other cars? If you're not going to pull them out, you're not going to show them off, you're not going to drive them. I just don't see the point in having them. That's why I have. Can I see this here? Yeah. I have this right here. I can go buy any car I want. Well, not any car, but like 90% of the cars in the city I can go buy. There's nothing I want because I don't want to drive them. Yesterday, before I got on stream, I'm sorry, y'all. But yesterday, before I drove to Legion, I was up in Grapeseed driving the truck. I was driving the Panto. I haven't pulled out the scooter in a while, though. I will say that. That I might have to drive. But I'm not buying a car unless I'm actually going to use it. My money's being saved for like other things, like, oh, I got my walk back, y'all. I got my sassy walk today. It comes and goes. Oh, it's Eddie. Okay.
Did somebody shoot your dog or what? You look all depressed. Walked in here all super slow and stuff. I thought you were upset.
No. Oh, no, that's my sassy walk. Look at my hips.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're just getting ready to close. I was going to go down and raid your farm.
Okay, well, that's why I'm here. I was going to come see.
I literally just cleaned out like almost all my tortillas, all my kebabs, all my tomatoes, all my mustard.
All right, I have, let me see.
I've been here like the last 3 hours, so.
Okay. I don't think I have tortillas ready or mustard, but I can make them. I have the tomatoes. I have chicken nuggets and chicken.
I'll take some nuggets. If you can get the mustard ready, I can easily. If you don't want to do the tortillas, I can just get those at the market.
No. I have all the stuff to make the tortillas.
Yeah, I'm not Betty Crocker, and I don't feel like sitting there mixing
I feel
up
you, but
pancakes.
It takes 20 flour. Let me use flour as an example. It takes 20 flour to make 100 tortillas, right? I have like 700 flour, so I need to actually get rid of it.
Okay, well, I'll take 200 or 300, whatever you want to do up.
Okay, all right. I'll check what you need.
I go through those more than anything.
Oh, did you try making salsa?
Not yet.
Okay, I bought the ingredients for it. Actually, you just needed bell pepper and peppers. That's it. You have all the other ingredients. We get 10 salsa, but it only uses 5 tomatoes.
And what's a little better on the tomatoes then?
Yep. Let me go check.
You need food while you're here? Because I got kebabs, but they're only half, or I got fries, or you can make yourself some, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, you need chicken nuggets.
I've got some in the. I don't know why, but the guy put them back in the freezer. There's 60
Okay.
in there, but half of them are bad. So I'm just gonna get in. I'll take another 100 of them.
Okay. Uh, hmm. Y- Yeah, you need kebabs. Man, y'all have really been selling. They have really been selling. Yeah, okay. He's got. Damn, he has no buns. So I'm not going to get him buns because I don't think he wants to do burger. Oh my God. Okay, I was about to say, he's got nothing, but he does. Okay, so what does he need here? He has this mustard. Let's bring this up here. God, he actually does need. He can go. He can
Yeah,
golf.
copy of the
You can
list that I
screw
made
off
up.
with that cheese.
That's what I was just coming in to tell you. Don't worry about the cheese. I'll get that at the market.
It's not worth it for me to make cheese, y'all. It really is. Like I'm tempted to tell him I'm taking these eggs, but I know I'll just go make. I'll go get fresh ones. Okay. So he needs the eggs, the food oil to make mayonnaise, and mustard to make mayonnaise. But if he's not doing burgers, he won't need mayonnaise. Um, so he wouldn't need eggs or food oil at all. He would just need mustard. So let's see. He's out of pickles. He's out of everything, y'all. Let's see. Let's see what he's asking for. Okay, 300 tomatoes, 200 tortillas, 80 kebabs, 80 kebabs. Hold on. Wait. You want 80 kebabs. You know that's 800 kebab meat.
What?
You said 80 kebabs. That's 800 kebab meat when you cook it.
I went through 60 this morning just by myself.
Just kebabs.
Yeah.
The kebab meat. You made 60, not 60 raw, 60 cooked or 60 raw kebabs.
60 raw. I've made
Okay.
almost 300 fucking kebabs this morning. I've got 5 left
That
in
would
the
be
bucket.
600 if he went through 60. Because each one makes 10.
How much is left in the fridge? I think there's 10 left in there. So I did. I don't
maybe.
know. But I know I've made at least over 100.
Okay. I mean, if you want it, I can do it.
I had close to 200 tortillas, and I think there's 40 tortillas left in there.
Yep. How about 81? Would that be a better number? Because it makes it in batches of 3. All right. I'm going to go get started on this.
All right, let me know. And we'll get you.
No problem.
For a couple things
Nah, he doesn't owe me nothing, y'all. I didn't give him much of nothing last week. I probably won't charge him for any of it. I think I only gave him like maybe 400 items. It probably would be like maybe $1,000, right? It's not like the big orders I used to take. Like I remember when I was full-time farming, when I was doing this full-time, I was selling thousands of farm items. Now, Burger Shot, I haven't heard from them since like a week after Owen took over. So I just figured they go to the market and buy it, or they're working with another farm, which is fine. But yep, let me go do all this for him. But yeah, like all my cars, I drive. I'm not gonna buy a car to have it sit in the garage. I don't see the point. And hey, Fuego, I get that like the crime people need the more crime, like I get it, right? But so that's fine. I'm in, more your heart's content. But the cars aren't in the dealership. Like, so I still don't get why everybody's hustling up as much money as they can to buy cars when the cars in the dealership aren't there. I think limiting the cars to how they're doing it is not the right way to go. They need to add more selection. In my opinion, this is something I would think. I'm not saying it's like must. but they should probably add a little more selection to this dealership over here. Not, you know which one I'm talking about, the one where you get off the boat. Take some of the, like, the Club, the Weevil, stuff like that, you know, put those aren't high-selling cars. They have their fans, and they have some people who bought them, but, like, every car that Lexi had to discount because nobody bought them, go throw them in that beginner store for, you know, $2,500. You know, obviously no one in the city wanted them. There's a reason for that. So, you know, go throw those. That way people can buy them and experiment with them, and there might be some uses for them. Because not even new people go to that store anymore. Well, I can't say that. I don't know. That store might be making money. I don't know. But I've run across a couple of new people that have they're like, I know what's in there. I didn't want any of it. So I'm like, okay, you know. But they all end up buying one, I think. So it is what it is. I bought one. I bought about 7 or 8 cars out of there. I bought the bicycles. See, the bicycles are a good example. I rode them, but then I stopped. So what did I do when I stopped riding them? I sold them. Okay, so I think we got potatoes as well. Yeah, we have potatoes and tomatoes. Wow, he's really raided my farm. I had 600 of these the last time I was here. I don't mind, though. Y'all, I gave him permission to do it. Raw patty. I could bring that up there. Why do I have so many raw patties? He doesn't know how to make the tortillas. That's why he's not making them. He doesn't know that you need to go pick up the eggs. All right, so the kebabs, we need, if 1 makes 3, 10 would make 30, 20, we need 20, 7, 27. 27 would make 81. Yeah, if he wants to use my farm, hey, you know, more power to him. All right, and we will take, you know what? I'm making 100. We're making a crap ton of mustard. And actually, no, I'm gonna only take 60 of this because I only have 60 mustard seeds. Yeah, we're making all of this, so I'm gonna have to tell him you're gonna have to go pick up mustard seeds, or you're gonna have to send Kitty to do it. All right, so let's put this in. Yeah, we're making a ton of stuff for the farm today. All right, 60 mustard seeds. I need to go get 100 eggs. Okay, so I can start making the kebab and the oil. And we don't need, does he need? Okay, he has the nuggets. Did he take, he took all the chicken. I don't think I have any on here. So yep, I need to go make raw chicken. So we're gonna take 100 raw chicken. We're gonna start making the raw chicken to make the nuggets. All right, so we're getting up there, everyone. We're getting back up. My machines, I'm knocking the dust off my machines. Right, chicken can go, so we have the oil. We can turn the mustard on now because it'll go like that. The tortillas I can turn on, and we'll go pick up the eggs and be back before it's ready to go. Okay, transfer stock. 100 eggs. Let's go. And I'm gonna tell him to if he wants more mustard, he's gonna have to tell Kitty to go pick up the mustard seeds. Yeah, I think you get those by the truck depot in Roxwood. I don't think you get those in the farm field. Yeah, they had a couple of people making fun of me back in the day for the mustard seeds because I was asking everybody for them. But y'all, I was making so much money selling them. When they put the oil machine in, they didn't put the mustard in. So I'd have to steal the mustard seeds, and then they told me I couldn't do that, so I stopped. So I started trading stuff for them. I was getting more than they were getting for drugs. Like, I'm not telling you how much I charged for mustard. I was the only one who had it. I mean, I was making money off of that. So they can joke all they want, but, hey, owning a farm, probably, if you do the alcohol, is probably the most lucrative thing. It pays more than anything else. And, kind of makes me, like, I don't know. Once again, this is the sense of community, I would guess. Why did they go to Teabag for alcohol when it's been me? I get my Bucket quit, so they're not going to go to Bucket, right? They're not going to go to Rodney. They're not going to go to Riley because Bucket was working for them and they're on the outs with Bucket. But I had been selling them alcohol for a while, and I would have continued to do it. I would have come in here and made it. It's that sense of community, like, it's not personal, and I know that, right? And I'll be honest with you, Teabag probably approached them, right? He probably approached them to do it. But it's like they've not asked me once, and I have alcohol sitting here ready to go. I might keep that, actually. That might be like a fallback in case something happens. I should probably make the rest of it, like come in here one day specifically just to make the rest of that alcohol. But the space on the farm, that's the thing. Having the room for it. Because that's what, extra, I think I have 600 bottles. That's 1,100 places being taken up right there. And right now I am at 22. Okay, I should have enough. I should have enough for all of this. So the mustard is gonna be, it's gonna make a lot of mustard and it's gonna make a lot of tortillas. Oh, I need something to drink. You like texting. I like calling everyone. I like calling.
Help line.
Hey, I got the tortillas rolling. I think I'm making 500. I got the kebabs going. I got the mustard going. But if Kitty comes in today, if you can ask her if she wants to come up here and pick up like maybe 800 mustard seeds, because I'm out of those.
Okay. All right.
But I have a bunch of potatoes. Do you want me to bring those? Tomatoes and potatoes right now.
Whatever.
Or are
You can
you,
do it,
you're
whatever.
closing though, aren't you?
I'm already closed. I just went and got your
Okay.
favorite thing from the market.
Ooh, okay.
Cheese.
But I don't want to bring it up there and have it start spoiling. You know what I mean? If I can leave it here and it's
Matter.
fresh.
Yeah. Wait till the other stuff's done, and we'll grab it all at one go.
All right. Well, if I'm not here, y'all know y'all can come up here and grab it.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was gonna
Oh,
do anyways.
if
That's why I was closing. So.
okay, I'm making raw chicken. If you need it turned into nuggets, you just have to turn the nugget machine on and the production line.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do. All right. I
All
thought
right.
I'd let you know. It's gonna take a while for all that to go, though. Probably like an hour or
Yeah.
two.
That's all right. I'll be around for a couple hours anyway. So.
Okay. All right, Eddie.
All right.
Bye.
All right. Bye bye.
Okay. But I don't know. Like I don't have the answers to fix anything that I'm in. It's a me problem in Most Wanted and in Echo. It's a straight up me problem, not wanting to talk to people, not wanting to be more guarded, I guess. And I'm hoping my friend's city opens up because I miss playing with them. They're like they want serious RP. Like not, let me rephrase that. They're serious about the RP. Like they don't want OOC talk. They don't want, they want to actually be the person that they're playing. And in doing that, they want the community. They want everyone involved. Like, I don't know the answer to Redline's issues. I'm not going to say problems. They're not problems, right? It's an issue. An issue can be addressed and fixed pretty quick. A problem, once you label something as a problem, there's a stigmatism that goes with it. Like, people consider, oh, well, that's a problem. Now, there's no problem in Redline. It's a community, like, a lack of community issue. Like, I tried to throw an event, right? The fashion show. Now, granted, I didn't expect a lot of people to show up, right? It's a fashion show. This is not a fashion city. But I didn't think I'd have to beg two people to be in it. I didn't think I'd have to beg people to join it. Because I put such a prize out there, I thought for sure, okay, I'll get some people. 100K for an hour of your time. And just go to the clothing store for like an hour and make an outfit. But they canceled the MMA event because they didn't get enough people signed up. I mean, now granted that right there, after hearing how much Seth actually paid for that, like in city money, he cost almost $1 million to throw that event. Now that right there, if the city is doing these events, then the city should be sponsoring these events. Like, I'm not gonna say like Hatchie and Dan, but Seabreeze, the money should come from the void and it should go to the void. What I mean by that is charge people the entry fee, right? But get some workers and pay them the entry fees, right? This is, look, we need you for 2 hours. You're going to be serving food. Basically, you're just paying for other people's time. But the profit and all that you make, it goes right back to the void. Now, Seth might have been blowing smoke out of his you-know-what. You know what I mean? He might have been just saying that to say it. I like that they have a miniature sun right here at night. Like, it's just a ball. It's a sun. Look at it. It is a sun. It's not a light. You can see the lights. It's a miniature sun. But yeah, I learned, God, 20 plus years ago, problems and issues, right? If you label something a problem, people will start addressing it as a problem. And then when you think in that mindset that it's a problem, you start looking for, like, not solutions, but you're looking like it has a negative behind it, right? When you say a problem. But if you say an issue, it's like, okay, we all have issues, but not all of us have problems. So the lack of community is the number one answer I'm getting when I'm asking people who no longer play in the server. That's what I'm getting. The number one answer, it used to be things were too expensive. That was what the answer used to be. It used to be things are too expensive. Now I'm just getting lack of community. People log in expecting to do something and they spend an hour driving their car, and they run into two people and both of those two people, hey, how you doing? Oh, hey, I gotta go. Like instantly. And I think that's why I'm a little disillusioned with 5M at the moment, because I see this as social, right? I see this as a social, not experiment, that'd be the wrong word, but a social experience. I don't see this as a game anymore. I see it more as a social experience. And when there's no social experience, it's just kind of flat. You know what I mean? It just kind of falls on its face and is like, if I wanted to, let me put it this way. Here's the best example I can give you. If I wanted to establish a goal, work toward that goal completely by myself, I would go play a single player game. I would not play a multiplayer game. We play multiplayer for a sense of even Call of Duty. You can say that about Call of Duty. You might be in there to shoot and kill and do all that, but you're part of a community. You know, good or bad. And in my opinion, Call of Duty might be the worst community ever, with Grand Theft Auto coming in very close second. The only reason I think Call of Duty is worse is because there's a new Call of Duty every year. There hasn't been a new GTA for the past 15 years about. But I come to the online games for the sense of community. I don't come to play by myself. And lately, that's what I've been doing. I've been playing Ark a whole lot more lately. Like a whole lot more. I was on it for about an hour and a half this morning. I finished my chores early. I'd been up since like 3 o'clock this morning. I woke up extra early, couldn't sleep. So I just went and did my chores. But I remember why I don't play Ark anymore, right? I remember why I stopped playing it. And now it's more fun. Like it's fun again. I'm building again. I'm pissed off that my friend's stuff is gone, but you know, that's the nature of it. Nothing lasts forever. One day they'll shut the server down and everybody's stuff will be gone. All the dinosaurs we've raised and took care of will be gone. It's just how it works. I didn't think that was going to go in. That's why I didn't hit it hard. I didn't want to scratch. But we talk in that game, but we like text to chat. We don't actually speak. We just write down, you know, what we want to say. Yo, I go into a server in there. It's got 7 people in there, like just like Redline. I say hi, and we have conversations for hours. Look at that. Did y'all see that? Those 2 balls just literally went in right after the one. That was cool looking to me. But we'll have conversations for hours about nothing. And we're all still doing something. We're all still grinding to a goal. You know, my goal right now is just building. I'm not trying to raise dinosaurs. I'm not trying to beat the bosses. I'm having fun just building things again. I'm building an ark in Ark. Like, I'm going to build a replica of Noah's Ark on the water in the world of Ark. That's my goal. Nope, I knew that was going to happen. Oh, I got it in, though. Okay. But the lack of community is not an issue for people who have their own community. And I guess, I mean, this is how I see it, right? I tried, okay, in 1.8. Granted, I'll be honest, in 1.8, I put in the most minimal effort I could because I was trying to get my feeding underneath me, right? I was still trying to figure out how to do things, how things worked, the systems, you know, not to abuse them, but just, you know, what was going on, everyday stuff. So in here, 2.0, I told myself, okay, I know how things work now. I'm going to try to be part of some groups. And every group I try to be a part of were like, you know, no, we're okay. We're good. No. So I didn't have it. So then I went and I worked the restaurant and they took the restaurant away. I get why they did that. That was a Bob thing. That was not intended for me, right? That was not anything with me. So I went up there and I started working it up in Adam. And we started having a good time up there. And every one of them left the city. Like there's an entirely new crew up there. But the older crews, and what I mean by people who've been here for a while, they're so distrusting and unwelcoming of new people that it's a put off. Granted, I understand a lot of them, right? I understand a lot of them why. Don't get me wrong. Did I scratch? No, there it is. I understand a lot of them why they don't. But if someone's just trying to do something in the city, you know, there's no reason to just be like ignoring them constantly. And granted, and then the worst part was, and I feel dumb for this, y'all. Y'all know how many people in this city I helped? Like, I actually, like, helped, and got nothing in return. Not even RP. I didn't even get RP out of it. They just was like, they would call me up, hey, I need this. And then I'd be like, okay. And then I wouldn't hear from them again. Like, that's one of the things that I thought was a problem. But look, that's the RP of it. Right? You accept it. And this is not a knock on any of the boys. If y'all think it is not, right? I'll be honest with y'all, Ralph included me a lot in the beginning. Ralph included me in quite a lot. That's why I like Ralph the best out of all of them. Because he was inclusive. He did go out of his way. You know, he didn't have to do that. I like them all, don't get me wrong. I like Wally, I like Maka, I like, you know, Bob, Bucket, Tommy, all of them. But Ralph's my favorite one. If I'm going to watch a streamer, it's going to be Joey, Haley, or Ralph. That's it. I don't watch any of the other ones anymore. And it's not because they don't put out good content. It's not because that they didn't acknowledge me in the city. That's not it at all. It's just that I sometimes it feels a little, how do I say, cliquish. And if you're not willing to, like, I try to talk to everyone. That's what I need to do in Echo. That's what I need to start doing in Echo. I haven't been doing it because I've been waiting for RJ and Boujou and all them. But I need to just say to hell with it and just start saying hi to everyone. Let me rephrase. I'm gonna clarify something. Right? Havoc, Opie, brilliant content creators. And if they honestly, outside of City, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, outside of City, Havoc has probably given me the best, Havoc and Elite have probably given me the best advice on streaming. Maka as well. I'm not knocking them for what they do. And I'm not saying I don't watch them because they're boring. No, none of that. You know, outside of RP, they have probably given me what am I going to do, right? They're thousands of people. You know, they have so many people. They have so much success. Am I not going to listen to them? I'd be stupid not to listen to them. I would literally have to be like shooting myself in the foot to not listen to what they say. Oh, I thought that was going to go in. But I will watch Elite because he gets so animated about stuff. So does Havoc, I'll give it that. But another thing is, this is a big part of it too, is I don't like watching other streamers now. Because I know it's like, say I'm playing Ark, you could be like, okay, I can go watch somebody. You still know it, right? It's still, in my opinion, there's a slight metagaming. Because I still kind of know, I still kind of know what's going on. I know I'm not supposed to act on it in City, but there are instances where it's like, not forget, but it's just like you say something. It's kind of like when people call streamer names instead of character names. Like when people say Havoc instead of French or Elite instead of Ralph. It happens. So if I don't watch their streams, then I don't know what's going on. I find out in the city, which gives a more honest reaction. I know y'all pray for Maka, pray for Gramps, pray for T-Bond. All y'all pray for BB Woo. He's in the chat sometimes. He lost his mother. Y'all, you know, give him well wishes. I do believe in the power of prayer. You know, I do believe that I have faith. Let me put it that way. It's not important what you have faith in. It's important that you have faith that there is better, that you know, that it can be better. That's what you need to put your faith in. That what you're going through now is a temporary. It's not a permanent. I'm 100, but living with these people, hearing the stories I've heard from my patients, y'all, it gives me faith. Like that, we think we have, if the internet goes down, say the internet went down for one day, every single place in the planet, no internet for one day. Do you know how much panic, how much anxiety that would cause? You know how many people would probably hurt themselves, like just because they couldn't understand it? And I'm listening to these patient stories from the 1930s. You know, if they would go back and tell their young selves that, hey, one day you'll hold in your hand something that gives you whatever you want almost instantaneously, they would think they were crazy. The lady I'm living with now, my patient, air conditioning was not invented when she was born. There was no such thing. You opened a window. You know, you put a block of ice on the top of your freezer, and that would keep the stuff cold inside. Like, imagine. You know, we complain about the internet going out. We complain about the power going out. They had power. Let me put it that way. They had power. But the advances we have, you know, so that what I'm getting at is it's a temporary problem. Whatever you're going through, it's a temporary problem. There are people, number one, I've said this so many times, and I want you to know I believe this with every fiber of my being. It is not weakness to ask for help. It is the biggest strength you can find. To know, to realize that maybe I need help and to ask for it would be the bravest and biggest and strongest thing you'll ever do in your life. Asking for help, there are people who will help you if you ask for it. There are, I guarantee you, if Mako was to ask me for help on anything, I would give it to him. He's helped me before. He's helped me with my streams. He's helped me with my setup. You know, even if it's just someone to talk to, you know. But it's the biggest strength you can have to ask for help. It is not a weakness. It is not showing weakness. And anyone who thinks it is showing a weakness, that's because they cannot ask for help. They don't have the strength you will have. You know, everybody, we've all needed help in our lives. There's not one person who can say, I've never had help at all from anyone. It is not a weakness to ask for help. It is not a weakness to ask someone to talk, you know, hey, I'm going through something. And it's a strength of community we have. Like in city, the community is how it is. Outside of the city, if Mike were to ask any of us for help, I guarantee you he would have it. I guarantee you there would be so many people offering him help. Even, like I said, even if it's just to listen, even if it's, I'm not trying to help you fix your problem. I'm not trying to value you or judge you. I would just listen. You know, we would all bend over. If I did that, I probably would have a bunch of people offering to help. That's why we all talk about Redline in a way that, oh, it's not as good as it used to or stuff like that. But if you'll notice, none of us are leaving it. Even the people who go to other servers are still in the Discord. You know, because there is a great community here. But anyone, if any one of you need help, if you ever have thoughts where you can't do it by yourself, you know, don't do a permanent solution to a temporary problem. There are people out there who will help and who will listen and who will do it out of the goodness of their heart. who will do it not to gain favor or do anything, just because they know that it's the right thing to do. But I believe 100%, I have faith in the goodness of people. I know there are people out there who are not good, but there's good in everyone, and I like to see the good in everyone. I like to have fun, I'm not naive. I know that some people will try to take advantage of people for that. But that's what makes them bad. Most people who say you can't do something, the reason they say that to you is because they, in their own mind, can't think that they could do that. They don't think they can do it. So if they can't do it, if they can't imagine themselves doing it, then it must be impossible. But that's not how it is. Now, don't go run off to the roof and jump off saying I can fly, right? We have to obey physics. But if you ask someone for help and they say, oh, well, you're on your own, there's nothing that can be done. That's because that's them. That's not you. They're not saying that about you. They're saying that about themselves. People who say that you can't, like, if one of you came out and said, I want to design scripts for 5M, and somebody in the chat said, nah, it doesn't work that way. That's not true at all. That's exactly how it works. But they themselves don't think they can do it. So if they can't do it, no one else can. Don't let someone else's opinion form the basis of your decisions. I care about what my partner thinks, and I care about what my patient thinks when making decisions, right? Because I have to take into account the repercussions. Like if I was to say, I want to get a dog or something like that, right? I have to take into account that I don't live by myself, that I'm taking care of someone already, and now I would have to take care of something else. But I wouldn't let somebody tell me, oh, well, that's a dumb decision. I'm not going to let them form my opinion. We thinking about it when our cat passes. We lost one last year, and when he's 15, hopefully we have another few years with him. But we're thinking about getting like a small dog, like nothing big. But anyone, you'll find out there are people who you don't think would. Here's a prime example. I'll give you a prime example. One of our friends, real good friends of ours, got married, right? And it's a match that none of y'all would have saw coming. Like y'all would have been like, she could do so much better. It was her husband was friends with her older brother for years, like high school. And then they met, and he asked her out, and she said yes. She said yes when she could have said no, right? That's a big thing with me. When people are like, oh, they're just going to say no, I'm like, it was a good time when it happened to me, and JoJo giving me some good advice. Yeah. But like, we're here to help, if people need it. But they got married, okay? Well, her cousin, his wife's cousin, was kind of a somebody so-and-so, right? I don't know why. Oh, he went down in gas. Oh, no, it's $612. You are too far from the pump. I don't know why it's not registering the first one. But I'm gonna finish the story. I'm gonna. So she had a cousin that growing up, it was like their moms, it was sisters, right? Like it was her mom and her sister-in-law. And they just went at it. They were just like mean to each other, trying to one-up each other. So the kids grew up that way too. So pump not found. I don't know what's going on here. I filled up earlier at this exact pump. But so they were throwing their bachelorette party, and her cousin, who had been like, I'm not gonna say mean, right? I'm not gonna say mean, but like Resentful would be the word. How come? Wait. How come it was $612, but now it's only $159? Huh. But this cousin, who had been not the best, right? Growing up, busted her ass for her cousin. Like, really went out of her way to do extra stuff, and nobody thought. Everybody thought this was just she asked because her mom asked her to put her on there, right? Oh, we need family in the party. And this girl went out of her way, showing that she is not the person we all thought she was. And they're still friends to this day. They still talk. They're very cordial with each other. Now, the reason I tell you the story is her best friend. My friend, not the cousin. The wife's best friend walked out on their wedding because she couldn't get her way. So just because if you think if you ask for help and your friends don't help you, you might find help in some of the most unexpected places. You might find people that you thought would never go out of their way, that would go entirely out of their way. Human beings are a truly wonderful species. We have just as much capacity to create than to destroy. We have a greater capacity for love than we do for hate. We have a greater capacity for creativity than we do objections. Like 5M. Somebody said they wanted to play GTA, but make it lifelike. And he created it. And it spread, and people thought, who'd have thought GTA where you have to eat and pay gas? I mean, that's technically what it was. It was GTA where you had to buy gas and you had to eat. But then they were like, well, you could play as the police, you could play as EMS, and people were like, ooh, hold on. That sounds fun. And look at the global juggernaut that 5M is. And you can't say it's not. I know Rockstar owns it, but before they did, it was still one of the most trending things on YouTube. So don't ever be afraid to ask for assistance. You'll find that people will give you what they can, even if you don't think they will. And if you find nobody that would be willing to help you, then that tells you who the kind of people you're associating with. I don't think that would ever happen, though. I think you'd find at least one or two people that would be like, you know what? I feel you, or I've went through the same thing, or I've had those thoughts, or I've had, But honestly, I pray for everyone in this city, present or past, or future. This is a community worth saving. I'm hoping beyond hope that GTA 6 does not destroy this community. And what I mean by that is when 6M, if there is even a 6M, if when it comes out, that people haven't already just like went other places and started doing other things, and like they're not interested in coming back. Because this is a really wonderful community. And I know people like to bitch and complain because we've been brought up from childhood. Then tell me I'm wrong. If any of y'all believe I'm wrong, tell me. We've been brought up from childhood to only see the negatives. And what I mean by that is news. Media, on your phone, Facebook, we only see the negatives. They don't do reports on positive stories. But that's what we need. We only focus on negatives when it comes to how we get our information. If you had a story evolved about like a car chase where somebody's robbed a bank, or a story about a dog overcoming hardship, As dumb as it sounds, you're going to want to watch the car chase, even though the dog video would be way better for you. I watched a video of a dog who had no front legs. Like literally no front legs. And this dog looked as happy as it could be. It was able to jump up on the couch with its owner. It was able to run around the yard. It found a way. And the dog just looked as happy as can be. It said, I'm not going to let this handicap stop me from doing what I want to do. It found a way. And just like the positivity that is shown to you. People remember bad things because they want to shield themselves from it. And we remember the good things, but we don't hold on to those memories as much as we do the bad things that have happened to us. And I'm the exact opposite. I try to forget all the bad things that happened to me, and I try to remember all the good things. Not being on social media, not watching the news is a big part of that. I'm not on social media. I type on Reddit maybe once or twice a week. And it's just like an answer to a question on a video game. Like this week, I answered an art question. That's all I've done. But I go there to just chat, and I don't look at the infuriating stuff or the debate and all that. But yeah, I don't watch the news. If I see something in the news that I think I have to worry about, like let's say a hurricane, okay? I live in the South. So say a hurricane's coming. Yes, I will watch the news. I will go look at the weather reports to see what's going on. But as soon as they start talking about other stories, I'm out. I'm out. It doesn't bother me. Especially if it's like, Joe Biden, Donald Trump did this today. I can't influence that. I have no effect on what they're doing. It doesn't bother me. I tell you to get involved in local elections because you do have some influence there. But national politics, I try to avoid like the plague. And I used to be very involved in politics, like very, and I was miserable. My opinions were, just negative all the time. I'd point out everything wrong with everything. And I realized I didn't like who I was. I really didn't like who I was, so I stopped. And, like, I'm not telling all of y'all to, stop paying attention to stuff going on. That's not what I'm saying. But things that don't affect you, I let it slide. Like, I let it slide. All the hate toward me, you know what? That's what they think. That's not what I think. People trying to tell me how to live my life, that's what they think. That's not what I think. People who like ask me, well, is this right or wrong? I'll give them my opinion, but I tell them, hey, look, this is my opinion. It's not like gospel. But I try not to let other people influence who I am. And if I need help, I ask. And I get it. Yeah, it's the biggest strength. I used to think it was a weakness too. My father was born in the 30s. He was born, men were men, women were women. Right? And men had to be strong. Men couldn't cry. Men couldn't show weakness. And that's how we grew up. But, my dad wouldn't ask for help. He would in his own ways, I come to find out. There were ways he was asking. And, so I used to think, you don't show weakness. You don't ask for help. And now I know better. Now I know that asking for help is the greatest strength you can have. Being aware that something's going on and willing to take the steps to try to address it and fix it, that's a strength a lot of people don't know. My OGOP be working on 5M, who knows, it might be 6M. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna need stuff. There's gonna be a 6M. My question is Rockstar gonna own it? Like, it might not be called 6M. It might be called hot Cheeto for all we know, right? And it's just somebody else made the mod that was 6M. Because I don't think there's gonna be a 6M. We all keep talking about it, but they're incorporating a lot of 5M stuff into GTA 6 Online. You know, I found out something about GTA 6 I don't quite like. If I buy it on the PlayStation, I have to buy a month of PlayStation Plus, even though there will be no online. Like, it literally says you have to have the PlayStation Plus, even to play solo, single player. Hello?
Hi, you said you needed mustard seeds?
Yeah, well, we have to go pick them
How the
up.
hell do I do it? Because I
You
can't.
go to the.
It says
Oh,
export. Is it under export? It's
no,
been a
you go to
while.
farms. The fifth icon is
Okay, hold on.
farms,
I'm
and
here in
it's
your office.
spice. Yeah.
Okay, I grabbed I grabbed 200 tomatoes and
Okay, yeah, it's
200
there.
potatoes so far. So I figured while I'm bored with nothing to do, I'd try to get
Yeah.
these mustards, but I couldn't figure out where.
The mustard seeds are under spice. If you go on the farm icon, the owned farms, and you go looking for
Yeah,
it, you'll go
this is
down and it should
garlic.
say, yeah,
Okay, I
it's all
see it. I
alphabet.
see it.
And you want to
Uh-huh.
get, if you want to get 800, just I'll put them in storage because they don't spoil. The seeds don't have a spoil date.
Okay, all that. Okay, hold on. Let me try this again because all
Ah,
it let me do is set a waypoint.
oh yeah, no, you have to go to owned farms. You're on the regular one.
God damn it.
That's no
Owned.
problem. It's no problem at all.
This no. I think I'm having flashbacks of why I got rid of my fucking farm. Fucking pain in the ass.
Well, I say Kitty doesn't mind doing it. She liked doing it. So I was like, you could send her and
That's
she probably would.
that's because she's fucking crazy.
Ah, she's a nice person.
Spice Farm. Okay.
And you just go get it. And I think you have to pick it up at the
Uh,
trucking depot in Roxwood.
no, I go transfer stock. Is that it?
Yes, transfer stock, and you want to get spice, the truck, with either truck, I don't care.
It
And
says
then,
1200.
yeah, but that's how many I can get, not how many the truck can hold.
All right. So you said how many?
I can get 800. Why not get the full load? I'm driving one-handed,
All
by the
right.
way.
I'll go
I'm
grab those while I'm waiting for this
all right.
kebab and other shit to get done. It doesn't
All
seem to
right,
be
no
going too
problem.
damn quick, but all right.
If I didn't have those machines upgraded, you'd know it's slow.
Oh, I know, but
It
I'm
would
bored,
take
so I figured
six
I'd do something.
hours. It would have took 6 hours to make a hundred tortillas if I didn't upgrade those machines.
It's dumb.
That is what it is. But all right, I'll talk to you later. Feel free.
Yeah, bye.
Bye. Bye. Yeah, I knew he would start doing it. Yes, and I am coming up here because I'm gonna blow past him while he's on the freeway. Oh, wow, my mind I saw those bags on top of the car. I thought they weren't on the car. I thought it was like something across the highway. But he has to go get in the truck. If I swing by too quick, I'll shoot right past and he won't be there. But yeah, now Kitty seemed to like going. Kitty is new to her, right? Eddie owned a farm, everyone. Eddie was the original owner of Rodney's farm. When I bought my farm, Eddie owned this one. I bought no I forgot who bought this farm first. I'm not sure. But they bought the farm, and then me and Eddie bought our farm almost at the same time on the same day. But Eddie just was like, there was no way to make money, and he was doing criminal stuff, and he's like, I don't have time to do it. So he sold it back. And that's when Rodney bought it. I should see him. He should have been on the road by now. He might not have. Nope, that's him right there, probably. Yep, that's him right there. You notice it's me. But Yeah. No, he owned the farm. I forgot what he called it. It wasn't Eddie's farm. It might have been Eddie's farm for all I know. But I was gonna name my farm as either Mootopia, which I thought was great, or Cowlabunga. It's not Cowabunga, but Cowlabunga. And I wanted to do like a dairy farm because I didn't know how the farms were going to be set up. None of us knew how it was going to go. I thought it would be like you pick a specialty and go into it, right? Like you can be a slaughterhouse, you could be a dairy farm, you could be a produce farm. That's what I thought it was going to be. So I was going to make mine a dairy farm because I like cows. I love Harvest Moon and taking care of the cows, and the chickens and the sheep are I love doing it. I couldn't be a slaughterhouse. Like I know I am one now. I mean, I have all that meat in there, but at the time I was like, I couldn't do that. I couldn't. Ah, but yep, it is what it is. Uh, okay. All right, let's go. I got to look at something real quickly. Give me a second. I miss my sassy walk. Okay, let me see this right here. All right, everyone, I have church today. Y'all all know that I end early on Sundays. I'm going to send y'all over to Eddie. He's the only one streaming right now, so y'all will watch him pick up the mustard seeds. I will try to make up. I might do something tonight. I don't know. I got a lot of stuff to do today. I got a lot of errands to run. If I'm not too tired, then I might try. I might do Echo. I might try to get all the other people in there and be like, look, let's do Echo. And I could probably try to get RJ to start streaming again. But I thank y'all for hanging out with me, and I will see y'all later. Y'all all have a great day, and remember, everyone, say, uh, 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 if you don't believe in prayers, give your well wishes to T-Bon, to Maka, to BB Woo, to everyone who needs it. You know, you'll find that you will get, I believe in karma, and you will find good things in return. But I will see y'all tomorrow as best as I can. Is this somebody? No, that's a local. But I will see y'all tomorrow, and y'all have a great day, okay? Bye.